All right, I want to begin by imagining we're on a teeter-totter, right? Just one of us, and your job is to balance the teeter-totter, standing in the middle, trying to keep it one side up over the other, and get it to where it's balanced instead of leaning one way or the other. This is a tension that I often feel, and I want to share about a verse that has been helpful to me. It comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verses 7 and 8. It says, "Two things I ask of you, deny them not to me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lying, and give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full and deny you and say, 'Who is the Lord?' Or lest I be poor and steal and profane the name of my God." It's an interesting proverb, but to break it down, one side of this teeter-totter is the poverty, which is essentially, I have to do it because God's not showing up. So I got to find a way to make it happen. And then the other side of that teeter-totter is, I can do it because I don't need God. I'm self-sufficient. Both of them are an attempt in my own life to grab and seize power and to say, I've got this. Whether it's I've got this because God's not there and I've got to scramble and I've got to find a way, or whether I'm saying, I've got this. God doesn't even have to show up and I've got this. Well, my thought is that for most of us in life, we're constantly teeter-tottering between these two things. Sometimes it feels like we're way over here. Sometimes it feels like we're doing a better job balancing, but we're making all these little adjustments. But I just want to ask you to just ponder and think about, where are there places in your life right now where you feel like God's not showing up, and so I've got to find a way? Or where are there places in your life where you say, I haven't even thought about asking God for help because it's something I've got on my own. I don't need him. And what I would simply argue is that both of those places are a danger for us. I know it's true in my own life. It's a danger for us, even as the proverb says, one of those we become full and we deny God and we says, well, who needs the Lord? I've got this. And the other one is a danger because we're so desperate to get it done ourselves that we steal, or we take things that aren't ours, or we find a way and we grasp and we profane the name of God. So just a challenge to you, even as we're in this season of life right now with COVID and other pieces, where are areas where you are saying, God, you're not showing up, so I'm going to make it happen? Or where are there areas where you're saying, God, I've got this, I don't need you? And just a challenge to you that what Proverbs asks of us, and I think Scripture asks of us, is that we're desperate for God, we're dependent upon God, and we realize we walk with him, and that we need him, and that he shows up. I challenge you to think about those areas of your life that you need to give to him, and then spend some time in prayer and just being honest with him and talking about, God, I need you to show up. Let me trust in you. Or God, I haven't been looking to you, but let me depend upon you. May that be our prayer today.